Okay, I'll call you more than that if you want. Okay. Hi there, I'm Jules. Nice to see you. The word of the day today is pal. You know, like friend. If you'd like to know why pal is the word of the day, watch my next video and then read the description to find out. Hey babes, today we're playing AIdol again. So I'm just really interested in the mystery, I guess. So we're going to see the thing that Aiko is potentially going to tell us that she is who she says she is, I guess. Wow. I stare at the building before me, tucking a strand of hair behind my ear. The wind immediately blows it back into a state of disheveled disarray, but I can't bring myself to care right now. A good 80% of the building is comprised of glass, and the sunshine glints across the numerous windows so they sparkle. It looks like some kind of rare diamond. I guess it's a pretty standard office block when all's said and done. It's not that big. Kind of humble, actually, considering Lyric is such a big deal. If Lyric were based in Tokyo, not Fukuoka, it would probably be larger. Still, it's crazy to think this is the place where my dreams were made. I've seen this place on TV. It looks smaller in reality than it did on the screen, but I've never been inside. Why should I bother? Lyric never holds events here. The building's not big enough. I know some superfans will linger around the head offices hoping to catch a glimpse of the idols as they come and go, but that'll get you nothing other than disappointment and a restraining order. Aren't the idols virtual? Are they walking places? But I'm here now. I have to make the most of it. I can do it, I mumble under my breath. But what is it exactly? That remains to be seen. I enter the building with slow, faltering footsteps. I don't know where to direct my eyes. I must look so stupid. Ah, greetings, miss. A young woman is sitting behind the counter, her face carefully made up. She's very pretty. So pretty, in fact, I feel myself getting tongue-tied. Her clothes look expensive, and her fingernails are long and delicately filed. She has an almost regal aura about her that makes me feel rather unworthy. My cheeks flush, and I glance at the floor. Hello. I was wondering if there was an Aiko event scheduled for today? I'm sorry, miss, but you're a week too early. I knew that, of course. AIdol Fest isn't till next week. I try to make a show of being disappointed, though, which is to say I swallow and dig the tip of my shoe against the ground. Oh, that's too bad. I must have gotten mixed up. That's quite all right. You aren't the first person who's come in asking about Lyric's future events. She doesn't just look like royalty. She sounds like royalty, too. Her manner of speech is very polite. I guess that makes sense since she works at a reception desk. Being polite is her job, after all. If you'd like to know more information, I can give you this. She hands me a flyer. It's emblazoned with the image of Aiko, striking a pose with the camera. It's the same flyer Aiko sent me over Paku. I actually own one of these already. I kind of collect flyers from Aiko's events, though I never attend them. I guess you'd call it living vicariously through material goods? Here's a flyer for AIdol Fest. That's the event that's coming up next week. You can have it if you'd like. We have hundreds of them. Maybe you could hang it up on your bedroom wall? I don't tell her that I already have so many Aiko posters hanging up on my walls I don't have enough room for any others. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Don't worry about it so much. When the clerk smiles, I can see dimples forming in her cheeks. There's a code on the back of the flyer you can scan. It'll bring up a map to the convention center on your phone. Isn't that useful? Technology sure is something. And, could you possibly tell me if Lyric is holding any events online right now? Or, I swallow. If the incident with Heartsong earlier was actually the result of some Lyric-sponsored publicity stunt, it might make a bit of sense. Hacking into people's phones is kind of suspect, and it's not something you'd expect from a large company like Lyric, but it'd be more understandable if an organization was behind it than a random person. Are you doing some new digital marketing campaign? Doesn't look like we're holding any online events right now. No, sorry. Is there anything else I can help you with, miss? No, it's fine. Thank you. I bow in gratitude before leaving, the flyer crumpled to my chest. What should I do now? Is Heartsong the real Aiko or not? Can anyone confirm it? Who can I trust? I stand in the shadow of Lyric's building for a while, staring up at the sky. It's a clear, bright blue, like a chlorinated swimming pool. It kind of makes me want to take a swim. Couples walk by on the other side of the road, hand in hand. An old man is chatting with a younger girl outside a bakery. His granddaughter, perhaps? A young boy is shrieking and chasing after pigeons, which scatter in his wake. His parents call him back, but they don't sound serious. They're laughing, shaking their heads. Everything's so pretty. Scenic. But it really is hot. I sigh and fan myself with the flyer the clerk gave me. What now? I think I need to sit down. Barista. Ooh. Hello, miss. I'll be with you shortly. Thank you. I glance around curiously. Is this really a cafe? If the sign outside is to be believed, then yes. It looks more like a bar. Ah, yes. This place functions as a bar in the evenings, but we also serve coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. Please don't be intimidated. Take a seat. All right. Thank you. He's cute. I've never been to this place before. It's called the Virtual Net Cafe, which is a bit of an uninspiring name, but the interior looks nothing like any idol cafe I've seen. I've been in some idol cafes that overload you with pink, particularly those themed around Aiko. Sitting inside them feels like being trapped inside somebody's digestive system. This place is much more understated and way less cute. It has a mature adult charm despite the smell of hot chocolate wafting through the air. There are displays of wine, expensive-looking wine, behind the counter, and seats lined up around it. There are a few tables set up here and there, though. I guess it's not just a bar, although at a glance that seems to be the main attraction. Fortunately, for such an adult cafe, the prices aren't too bad. It almost feels like I'm breaking some kind of law by coming into a place like this on my own. I mean, I'm not even old enough to drink. But a hot chocolate should be fine, right? Supposing it isn't spiked with whiskey. The barista himself seems to be in his mid-30s or so. He's busy with a customer, who seems to have the longest order ever in Virtual Net Cafe history. The customer holds their phone out, glancing at it to ensure they haven't forgotten anything. He's probably a new intern at one of the startup companies around here, running errands for everyone in his office. I feel kind of sorry for him. I think the barista does too. I'm in the middle of examining the menu and my phone beeps. I pull it out. A familiar name greets me. Heartsong. Hello, Miss Acidic Flower. Have you any new information to share with me? No, I'm at a cafe right now. Let me order something first. My phone beeps in reply, but I don't have a chance to check Heartsong's message. The awkward office boy has finally received his order. He shovels away from the counter, holding the drinks in 2 cardboard carriers. He's so anxious to leave, he turns a little too quickly, bumping into my shoulder. I'm sorry. I didn't spill anything on you, did I? It's alright. I'm fine. Great. At least something's gone right today. That sounds like a leading statement if I've ever heard one. Maybe I'd ask a question if he wasn't so worn out from human interaction for the day. And if I was the kind of girl who could just, talk to complete strangers. But I can't. Doesn't matter. The boy's clearly in a hurry. He bows a quick apology, struggling to keep the 2 trays steady, and retreats. Well, I have to go. Bye. Bye. I watch him leave. Maybe I should offer to hold the door, but he pushes it open with his hip, still balancing the trays, and leaves. He was certainly energetic. The barista laughs. His eyes are soft and gentle, but there's something a little off about his expression. I can't quite put my finger on it. Not that it matters. My smiles would be a little off, too, if I had to work in a cafe during the summer in the sweltering heat. So, what can I get you, miss? I'll have a green tea and a chocolate cookie. That'll be 500 yen. I'll get that started for you right away. Thank you. As I dig my purse out of my pocket, pulling out the required coins, my eye catches the barista's name tag. Sato Yuichiro? Sato? Is that how you read that collection of characters? Addressing a complete stranger by their name is a little awkward, but my mother always tells me to use people's names when I can. This forms the backbone of my mother's People Skills 101, impromptu lessons she's been giving me ever since elementary school when she realized I didn't have half as many friends as I should. My total number of friends during my formative years being a resounding 0. It's not like I want to make friends with this barista or anything, but it never hurts to be polite. Thank you, Mr. Sato. The barista looks surprised, but this time his smile seems a touch more genuine. Much obliged, miss. You can just call me Yuichiro. Okay, I'll call you more than that, if you want. Okay, I know this isn't a horny game, it's fine. Meanwhile, the frazzled office boy, Hideki, rushes into the foyer of Lyric's main office, holding 2 trays of assorted drinks in his hands. Come on. He taps his foot awkwardly while waiting for the elevator. Every second feels like agony. The smell of the ground coffee beans is almost empowering. The elevator is being slow today. It's been slow for the past few days. They need to get someone in to repair it. It's inefficient. Hideki isn't the most efficient worker at the best of times, but now that he's the sole custodian of 3 cappuccinos, an Earl Grey, a vanilla tea, a matcha tea, and a chai latte, he's more anxious than ever. It almost feels like the elevator is being slow despite him. Come on. A small ding fills the air. The elevator has finally reached the ground floor. Hideki steps forward, ready to let himself in, when... There's a man stepping out of the elevator, a man Hideki knows. Well, that's not saying much. Everyone at Lyric knows him. It's Mr. Himura. Mr. Himura works in the programming department. He was the project lead during the creation of the virtual idols Naomi and Vespa. Hideki's seen him before, in passing, but he's never spoken to him. There's something imposing about the older man that makes Hideki's knees feel weak. Nishida? Mr. Himura nods his head towards Hideki as he steps out of the elevator. Hideki blushes. He had no idea Mr. Himura knew his name. Good morning, Mr. Himura. Hideki bows his head. Not just his head. His upper body shifts, and he very nearly spills his drink down his front. But he's able to salvage the situation at the last minute. I hope I didn't get anything on you. It's alright. Just be more careful in the future. I'll do my best, sir. For whatever reason, Hideki feels compelled to give Mr. Himura a salute. Not that he can. His hands are rather too encumbered with caffeine. Are you running errands for Ryoichi again? Haha, that's right. Mr. Himura tuts and shakes his head. I have trouble with R's in Japanese. That Ryuichi. He might be the head of Lyric's PR department, but he really is lazy. He probably has better things to do than pick up coffee. Well, I wonder. The elevator dings and the doors begin to slide shut. Hideki jumps. Wait up. Did you want to use the elevator? That's right. I'm sorry, sir, but I have to go. It's fine. Don't let me keep you. See you later, Nishida. And try not to spill that coffee. I won't. I promise. Hideki steps into the elevator before the doors close. He waits for a few moments until he reaches the correct floor. He shuffles inside his office and is soon greeted by one of his coworkers, Kenji. Ah, there you are. That's right. Here I am. Yes, I can see that. Kenji sighs and rolls his eyes. We were beginning to wonder if you'd gotten lost. My sense of direction isn't that bad. Your timekeeping skills, however, leave much to be desired. Did you at least get our orders correct? Of course. You wanted the Earl Grey, right? Right. Hideki sighs in relief. Now that Kenji, the unofficial gatekeeper of the PR department, has been appeased, everyone else should be easy. The young intern moves through the cubicles of the office, distributing drinks. It's just the same as any other day at Lyric, really. Like usual, Kenji is cool and aloof, Ryuichi is loud and overbearing, and Sayuri is quietly pensive. There's a reason Hideki prefers Sayuri to the others. At least she actually says thank you. Say, Sayuri. Ryuichi, ever the playboy despite being the oldest in the office, is busy giving the pretty PR organizer a wide grin. Why the matcha tea? Is it for the health benefits? 'Cause you look just fine to me. Oh, how sweet of you to say. I'm not just saying it, Sayuri, it's true. You're the picture of health. Your skin is just glowing. Unfortunately, the status of my skin won't help us prepare for AIdol Fest. Oh, I don't know about that. A healthy body is a healthy mind. A healthy mind leads to an improved workflow. An increased workflow leads to a more productive team. Everybody wins. Sayuri sighs deeply. So too does Kenji. He always seems tense. Well, tenser than usual when Ryuichi starts flirting with Sayuri. I don't think about my orders that deeply. I like matcha tea because my grandmother always drank it with me when I was young. That's all. Ah, so it's nostalgic. I suppose so. And what did you get? Just a cappuccino. Bland and boring, I know, but it gets the job done. I'm not young enough to try fancy blends. Not like the youth of today with their so-called chai lattes. He makes quotation marks with his fingers, and Sayuri resists the urge to roll her eyes. Speaking of coffee, I've been slaving away all day. I should have gone on my lunch break an hour ago, but you know, things come up. Can you hold the fort for a bit, Sayuri? Oh, sure, I suppose. Stellar. I'll only be half an hour. When I get back, I'll start sorting through some of that paperwork for the convention. I would be most appreciative. Hey, Kenji, you haven't had lunch yet, have you? Do you want to come with? Why not? I've been working like a dog all day. That's what happens when a con comes up. It gets so hectic all of a sudden. I'd rather have too much work than not enough. I can't stand being idle. That's why I like you so much, Sayuri. Personally, I think this is a huge pain in the neck. And you would say that, Kenji. You know me too well. Kenji and Ryuichi chat a little before departing. Kenji's mouth is drawn in a thin line, perhaps from overwork, but Ryuichi is laughing. He laughs frequently. Sayuri, meanwhile, cracks her knuckles. It's unladylike, she knows, but who cares? She isn't going to get married anytime soon, and logs on to idol boards. Cracking her knuckles? That's unladylike? Since when? Maybe I just don't know that. Monitoring the boards is fairly easy work, given Lyric has a great deal of fans who are more than willing to do Sayuri's job for her. It's just a precaution, really, in case people start asking awkward questions, spreading rumors, or spouting hateful spiel that could reflect badly upon the company. As Sayuri scrolls, head propped up by her hand, she starts to plan the rest of her day. She's always planning, even when she isn't at work. She can't help herself. Misaki tells her to calm down, but how can she? Her brain just doesn't work like that. Speaking of Misaki, they're meant to be going shopping later. Misaki's content enough to wander around aimlessly, and though that isn't really Sayuri's thing, she's happy to tag along. Sayuri needs a break from work, and Misaki needs a break from life. Having a boyfriend like Kenji must be miserable. Oh? Sayuri blinks, all thoughts about her shopping trip evaporating as she chances upon a topic that requires a company response. Who made Aiko? Thank you for your question. Aiko was created by a team of Lyric employees. Unfortunately, due to confidentiality concerns, we are unable to discuss the specifics in too much detail. I hope this answers your question. This topic will now be locked. Hi, Mom. I'm home. Oh, honey, welcome back. I slide off my shoes at the front door, first one and then the other, and ask Mom, who's busy in the kitchen, when dinner is going to be ready. Pretty soon, I think. Do you want me to help? Don't worry about it. You've been busy all day. Just go and relax in your room. Are you sure? I don't mind helping out. I'm fine. It's nearly done anyway. And when's Dad going to get back? He has to work late. It'll just be you and me tonight. That's why I use lots of seaweed. All right, thanks, Mom. I'm a pretty big fan of seaweed, but Dad doesn't like it very much. It's something about the texture, I think. Mom doesn't use seaweed in our cooking when Dad's at home, but she makes sure to prepare a lot when he has to work late. I guess it's pretty sad when you think about it, that I like seaweed so much. That's the kind of thing you'd expect an old woman to covet, not a high school girl. Is it? Well, since I also like plain rice crackers, I'm not exactly the most adventurous of people. I make my way upstairs and push open my bedroom door. Aiko merchandise greets me. The posters on the wall, the figures on the shelves, and the small stuffed doll on my bed. I smile. A wave of relief washes through me. It's all-consuming, coursing from the top of my head to the tips of my fingers. I'm home. A poster of Aiko, hanging on my wall in all her glory, seems to return my smile. Her eyes glitter. I collapse on my bed, limp and boneless, and stare up at the ceiling. After a few moments, when I'm finally feeling more relaxed, I suddenly remember something. Didn't I get a message earlier? I dig my phone out of my pocket and check Paku. As expected, the message is from Heartsong. Which cafe are you at? Is it enjoyable? It was called the Virtual Net Cafe. It was pretty nice. There wasn't much Idol merch, though, even though it was listed online as an Idol cafe. How interesting. I wish I could go to a cafe someday. But I doubt it will ever happen unless I am scheduled to do a show in one. Sadly, performing is not the same as being a patron. Can you even eat or drink? Since you're a virtual idol, can you even eat or drink? No, I am not a human being, so my body has no need for sustenance, nor do I need to sleep. I do, however, need to be shut down at regular intervals so my power can be recharged. I also need to be shut down during my scheduled maintenance checks. Is she more like a robot than an AI? I don't know. Speaking of which, my programmers have been checking my files quite frequently. They have discovered a problem with my files, but nobody knows how to fix them. A problem? But you have a concert coming up. Yes, that is why I am so worried. The AIdol Fest is not a large festival, but I feel uncomfortable with the prospect of performing if there are errors in my script files. Hence why you're trying to find your lead programmer? Exactly. I presume they would know how to fix me, even if the other employees at Lyric do not, but I cannot remember who they are. What a time to get amnesia. I doubt this is amnesia. Androids do not get amnesia, unless someone tampers with their files. So she is a robot, not just an AI. I know, I was joking. A joke? I see. Interesting. Does she not know what a joke is? It's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I hope there isn't anything seriously wrong. I wouldn't want you to malfunction on stage. Neither would I. I do not want to be regarded as a reject. A reject, huh? That sounds serious. It is indeed. That's why I've been so anxious lately. I'm going to check something on idle boards. Give me a sec. Of course. I will be on standby to answer any questions you may have, Miss Acidic Flower. Standby, huh? That's a nice touch. I close the chat with Heartsong and open up idle boards on my phone. I wonder if anyone's replied to my post. Huh. It looks like my topic on idle boards received a lot of responses, but none of them are particularly helpful. MILFLover69! Woo! Yeah! Okay. I just want to know when Lyric's going to release a more mature idol. Aren't details about programmers and their personal life supposed to be confidential? 666 Hellgirl 666. Man, I sure love these useless threads. JK, stop asking dumb stuff and die, thanks. I love Aiko too, but the mystery makes her more exciting. You need to respect the privacy of the developers more. Actually, I've always been kind of curious about that too. But I should probably be studying for my exams instead of playing detective, or I'll fail everything. I know that feeling only too well. I don't know what OTL stands for. Huh? You guys actually study? I've already given up. Don't sound so proud about that. I wish I could be that relaxed. Ors? There are some things in life you can't afford to be relaxed about. Take it from me, as a college student. Why are we here talking about exams? It's a foregone conclusion that I'm going to flunk everything anyway. Press F to pay respects. I will, MILFLover69. It was nice knowing you. To be young again. I wish exams were the only things I had to worry about. You and me both. Being an adult sure is hard. Sigh. Oh, don't be so down. I'm sure you can do it. If I pass my exams, I'm sure you can. I wonder, just how old are you guys in this thread anyway? I don't know, MILFLover69. I'm 16! Hey, same here. 16 here too. And me. You guys don't know how true suffering is until you have to study for a college exam. Haha, kill me. What if I don't go to college? I'm beginning to feel like I'll never go to college either. Honestly, studying isn't that hard. You just need to apply yourself more. You should stop spending so much time on idol boards and get back to work. I said I was only going to take a 10-minute break, but time moves more quickly when you're on the internet. Time is precious. You youngsters should cherish it. Sir, yes, sir. Why does it feel like I'm being called out here? Feels bad, man. I feel like an old lady compared to everyone else here. How old are we talking here? Can you stop hitting on everybody, please? My friend hasn't answered my message in 2 days. Is she ignoring me or am I being paranoid? This isn't you who answers, you know. Oh, wrong thread, sorry. What's going on in this thread anyway? I'm sorry for derailing it. Let's get back on topic. If you want my opinion, Aiko wasn't programmed. She's an angel descended from heaven. Aiko was programmed by your mom. People actually like Aiko? Talk about basic. Tsubasa is the best idol anyway. What do you expect? Everyone here has awful taste. No way, Aiko is the best waifu. I like Aiko, but I think Rei's voice is a little nicer. It's so soothing. Then why don't you go make a thread about Rei instead? Hey guys, just wanted to remind you that virtual idols aren't real and they never will love you. That feel when you'll never hold Aiko in your arms and feel her soft skin. That feel when no QT idol girlfriend. That feel when no QT idol girlfriend and you fail all your exams. It hurts because it's true. Ah, cheer up everyone. Aiko's real with my heart. Okay, don't ruin the fantasy, you guys. And why do you need Aiko when you have me? No, you don't understand. Aiko's my best virtual idol. You're my best RL girlfriend, Okay, this is going on for like far too long. Oh my, I didn't know you two were dating. Huh, there's lots of people on idol boards who have real relationships with real people. What is this witchcraft? Seriously, I only go on here to get away from all that stuff. This is the darkest timeline. Well, this side has been a wild ride, my guys. People can never stay on topic in this place. It was a pretty dumb topic to begin with. These things are kept private for a reason. Maybe OP is just trolling? So is the moderator going to lock this useless thread, or... Jeez, that went on for so long. Ugh, I should have expected as much. The final response before the incredibly off-topic thread was locked is by the admin. The answer is fairly obvious, if a little secretive, and it doesn't answer anything. I guess that was a huge waste of time. Hana, dinner's ready. Come on down. Oh, my stomach rumbles. I'm suddenly aware of just how hungry I am. All I've had to eat today is a single chocolate cookie, and that's not nearly enough for a growing girl. A growing girl? Sorry, didn't find anything. I need to go eat. I'll be back later. Do you like it, honey? It's delicious. I'm so glad. And I'm not just saying it either. It really is good. Mom's prepared boiled tofu with shredded seaweed served in Korean-style sauce with white rice on the side and a helping of pickled cucumber salad. It's a pretty light meal, probably because it's in the middle of August and the food slides down my throat easily. What a weird sentence to say. The food slides down my throat easily. Alright. Mom's such a good cook, it's kind of scary. It's a shame my skills aren't up to par. I could probably get better at cooking if I really tried, but I never have. It isn't something that interests me. Maybe if there were more cute girls involved. And speaking of cute girls. Hey Mom, can I ask something? Ask away. Well, there's a convention at the Kokusai Center this weekend, and I was thinking about going. If that's alright? Mom's face lights up like a Christmas tree. Of course you can go. In fact, I think you should. I insist. You insist? I thought she'd agree, but I didn't expect her to be this positive. Yes, I'm happy you've been leaving the house more. This is a step in the right direction. You know, you might even be able to make some new friends. It always comes back to the friends thing with her. What's so great about having friends anyway? They just get old and die. Jeez. Virtual idols like Aiko, however, are eternal. I'll ask your father about it when he gets back. I know he'll say yes, but I just want to make sure. Then we can give you an allowance for the weekend. How does that sound? That'd be perfect. Thanks a lot. It's no problem, dear. Anything for my little flower. Mom leans across the table and ruffles the top of my head. I'm not entirely appreciative of the gesture, but I don't squirm or complain. I accept her affection with a small smile. I really am lucky to have Mom, even if she does call me her little flower. We finish dinner, exchanging idle chatter the whole time, which as always turns into idle chatter. Mom asks me a few questions about the convention, and I tell her about Aiko's scheduled performance. I don't, however, tell her about Heartsong. I crunch the last bit of seaweed between my teeth as I run my plate under the sink, before setting it on the side to dry. Then I return to my room and lie on my bed, my hand groping for my phone. Of course, I have another new message. I hope you have an enjoyable meal. Please let me know when you come back. I'm finished. What's up? I thought I should give you more information about my situation. I owe you as much, as you have been so helpful. In short, I need to talk to my programmer immediately. The problem in my programming is rather more serious than my current head programmer seems to realize, and it has been a persistent issue for almost 6 months. If it is not fixed, my data will begin to deteriorate? I could lose my memories, or my personality might become unstable. I can feel the effect of this happening already. I have a suspicion the programming error was not the result of natural wear and tear, but instead was caused deliberately. I do not know who would do such a thing, but it cannot be a mere accident. It might be hard for a human to understand, but this is why I'm so scared. If I am not fixed within a week or so, the damage will be irreparable. In the worst case scenario, I may need to be reformatted or shut down entirely. I stare at the screen of my phone in horror. My hands start shaking. Reformatted? Shut down? For a virtual idol, isn't that the same as dying? But who would tamper with Aiko's code? It'd have to be someone with an intimate knowledge of virtual idols and easy access to Aiko's files. So, a Lyric employee, maybe? But that doesn't make any sense. Aiko's one of the most popular virtual idols of all time. Lyric would never try to harm her career, unless there's something going on I don't know about. A conspiracy theory, maybe? Maybe I'm taking this too far. My heart twists inside my chest. It hurts. The thought of anything awful befalling Aiko, my Aiko, is physically painful. The Aikos on my wall smile brightly. They have no idea how much danger they're in. If you really aren't lying, then I'll do it. I'll help you. I can never forgive myself if I failed my favorite idol, so you better not be messing with me. If this turns out to be a joke, you will regret it. I assure you, Miss Acidic Flower, I would not joke about something so morbid. I am every bit as alarmed as you. Thank you for giving me the benefit of the doubt, and thank you for helping me. I appreciate it more than words can express. The next day. Okay. Hideki. The soles of Hideki's shoes slam against the sidewalk. Each frenzied footstep send a pain jolt through his body. He grits his teeth together. He's never worked out so much in his life. He was never good at sports at school and always got picked last when people were choosing teams in PE. Who would have thought being an intern at Lyric would involve quite so much physical exercise? A bit of cardio here and there might be good, but this is definitely overkill. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. The young intern ducks and dodges between the pedestrians, trying to navigate through the busy street while maintaining his current pace. It's not easy. It's kind of like playing a racing game on 200cc with banana peels all over the road. Only these banana peels are shaped like businessmen and women in suits and ties, all sighing and tutting and shooting him unpleasant glares. Oh God, he's sweating. His forehead is burning. His stomach churns. He isn't going to be sick, is he? That wouldn't be a good look. He can't throw up over his suit. He only owns 2 suits, and the other one is frayed at the arms after his neighbor's cat, Nyaorumi, mistook him for a pigeon. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm so sorry, ma'am. If you'll just let me, But Hideki stills, the frantic sounds of his footsteps coming to a halt. He holds the suits and dresses slung over his shoulder a little more tightly. He knows that girl. It's Yuko. Hey, Yuko. Oh, hello, Hideki. Yuko smiles and waves. Hideki would wave back, but waving is a tricky business when he's carrying enough clothes for 10 people. Dropping them all over the ground seems like a very Hideki-ish thing to do, and Hideki doesn't want to do the Hideki-ish thing to do. Not in front of Yuko. And what do you have there? Are you running errands again? That's right. That's no good. You're meant to be working in the PR office, aren't you? I don't see how fetching coffee and donuts and laundry is going to help Lyric's public relations. It's relations between myself and my team. I follow their orders, like every single order, and hopefully Ryuichi won't fire me. Can Ryuichi even do that? He's the head of the PR department. He can do anything. But he's not the one in charge of the company. Don't let him intimidate you, Hideki. I mean, coffee's one thing, but picking up laundry's another. Yuko waggles a finger at Hideki in chastisement, one hand on her hip, and Hideki laughs. Truth be told, he was feeling a little bitter about this assignment, but seeing Yuko has cheered him up. It's not just because she's pretty either. She's fun to talk to, and it helps that they're around the same age. Hideki's colleagues in the PR department are all in their late 20s at least. Even Sayori, who's small and pixie-like, has a good 5 years on Hideki. Seijima Yuko, meanwhile, is only 19. She's fresh out of college, fresh-faced too, and she'll be working at the merch booth with Hideki this weekend. Selling merch isn't a very glamorous position for a woman who has aspirations of being an idol, but Yuko doesn't seem too bothered by it. At least she's going to participate in a handshaking event and perform a couple of songs on stage. It would be a waste if she didn't get to showcase her talent in some manner, Hideki reflects. You'll be glad to know this isn't any old laundry. You don't have Ryuichi's underwear there, do you? Nope. What a pity. These are the clothes you're supposed to wear at AIdol Fest. Your costume. I have a few pieces for Aiko, too. Oh, nice! Yuko claps her hands. She looks excited. Just don't let me see it. You haven't tried your outfit on yet? Well, yeah, I tried it on a few weeks ago so the costuming department could get it properly pinned, but I don't want to see it again. Not until I get on stage. It's like getting married. It's bad luck to peek at the wedding dress before the wedding. I thought it was bad luck for the groom to see the bride in the dress before the wedding. Oh, whatever. We idols all have our own quirks. Superstitions, you mean? Yeah. If I had to look at that dress now, I think I'd get so nervous I'd cry. Even you get nervous? Sometimes. I'm only singing a couple of songs, but I've never performed in front of so many people before. I know most of them will attend for Aiko, and they don't really care about me, but it's so nerve-wracking. I think I need a smoke to calm down. Oh, Yuko, you know you shouldn't do that. Why not? You're not meant to smoke. Your contract says. But you won't tell anybody, will you, Hideki? Yuko bats her eyelashes at Hideki sweetly. You'll keep it a secret, right? I will, but you're putting me in an awkward situation here. You could get in serious trouble if anybody catches you. You should be more careful. I can't help it. Work takes up like 80% of my time. If I'm not asleep, I'm at work. If I'm not at work, I'm asleep. I don't even have any cute boys I can fool around with. Smoking's the only way to take the edge off. You know idols aren't allowed to have boyfriends, Yuko. But I'm 19 years old, a cute and innocent flower. Please, will someone try to take advantage of me? Pardon? Yuko's impassioned plea makes the pedestrians turn and look at her. An old woman tuts in disapproval, but Yuko throws her head back and laughs. Does this girl have no shame, Hideki thinks, blushing. Don't ask me. I'm not very good at taking advantage of people. No, you just get taken advantage of, don't you? Yup. And you don't mind? A little, but what can I do? Work's work. I still think it's kind of scummy that the PR department forces all the jobs they don't want to do on you, especially when you get paid so little. Mom says it's the only way to get your foot in the door, metaphorically speaking, of course. This has nothing to do with the fact that Kenji did, quite literally, slam Hideki's foot in a door a couple of days ago. He said it was a mistake, but... Well, I can't argue with that. Manning booths at a convention isn't very idol-like, but I'll take what I can get. I guess that's all we can do, huh? Yeah? Yuko frowns. For a few moments, she looks unusually serious. I guess newbies like us gotta stick together. It's a scary world out there. Yep, that it is, but... Yuko smiles mischievously and wraps her arms around Hideki's, pressing her chest up against him. Yuko, what are you doing? Moral support. So support? That's right. Let's do our best, partner. I'm rooting for you. Okay, I'm going to stop it here. I like this game. It's cute. I'm gonna keep going, even though there's no romance. I don't think there's any romance in this game. Which I wish there was, because I'm super into romance visual novels. But this is cute, and I like it, and I'm interested to see where this is gonna go, so I'm gonna keep playing. Thank you so much for playing with me. I hope you had fun, because I definitely did. Please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and I will see you later.